Hi guys, welcome back to Two Moms in a Pod. I'm Kim.
And I'm Ari.
And hopefully there's a video of this one.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh, well we'll explain it at the end. We have an oopsie of the week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting used to this.
It's totally new to us.
Yeah, the whole having a camera watching thing. We've made some mistakes already, but
we're learning.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I think the last one we said we were gonna do.
Go away, Anna. Or how does it go?
I think that's what it is. But she's so funny. She's so funny. Oh my god. Oh no.
She's so cute.
Oh my god. That was my kid knocking at the door singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Yeah, anyways. I think we ended the last one saying that we were gonna do the Google form responses.
Oh, yes.
So that's what we're gonna do now.
Yes. Okay, so this person, I don't know if it's the same person, or they probably, the multiple people posted it on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, she or he is sharing a story. It says, "Hi, I am a new listener. I am catching up on all your episodes, so I'm a little behind. I just got done with the episode where you guys talk about getting into serious relationships at a young age, and I have a story.
Ooh.
So long story short, I ended up marrying my high school sweetheart and moved in with his family, and it was so tough. It was a horrible experience and just so toxic. I remember having to do everything for his family, and I wasn't happy. We are no longer together, and I am much happier now. He also was a bad roommate." And then she put the laughing emoji. And also, to answer Kim's question about jealousy with the son's girlfriend, I think it's not jealousy. How you would get jealous if your spouse cheated. It's a different type of jealousy. It's watching someone else care for your son in a similar way that you care for them. I'm a stepmom to an older child, and when he has his girlfriend, it was hard watching him leave home to see her. Completely understandable. We were like, bye, JK. But IDK, it's hard to say, but for me, it's not the same type of jealousy. It just ties into it being hard watching them grow up and making sure they are not making mistakes with the person they are choosing to be with. Letting go is hard. I think that's what it is more of, watching your child grow up and having to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Any response to that?
Well, I guess the first part, the whole
yeah, moving in with her, who she thought, was someone she could be forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she mentioned that right?
What? They separated.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They got married and they separated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming because she says.
But I wonder if his family was Mexican and they were expecting you to do everything for them. Or just because she was a female, she was expected to do everything.
It maybe has a lot to do with that. I think it's hard in general to because I moved in with Caesar, and we still live in his parents' house. So I think it's just it's tough to move into somebody else's space and kind of like it's hard enough to kind of move in and like kind of have to abide by their way of living, and then obviously if it's like super toxic and they expect you to do everything, that's like
everything
not
girl,
no,
get
thank
out.
you. Like I'm like I think I've said before, like I had to basically teach Caesar how to do things when I got there, because like his mom did everything for him. And it's just a lot about like I think learning to cohabitate with someone, but then on top of that, if you have like I mean I think I'm lucky because my in-laws are very like they're very, very nice people. So I'm lucky in that aspect. But it is a little tough to like I said, like move in to somebody else's environment. Yeah. And I mean, that sucks if like the reason that it didn't work out is because of the in-laws. Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't have to go through that. I am so thankful I didn't have to go through that. I mean, my in-laws are cool and everything, but yeah, like it's just weird going into this person's home and just trying to live there too, and like trying to do like your own things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because like I mean it's been like I want to say 6 years now that we've lived there, and like I'm still not. I think it's just not the type of person I am. Like I'm not the type of person to like be comfortable in somebody else's space. So even though we've lived there for 6 years and like we pay rent and everything, like it has never, and I don't think will ever feel like my house.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not my family. And then, I mean, even if it was, I'm still living in somebody else's house, you know, and I'm still paying rent to somebody else. So I think like, I mean, it has a lot to do with like personal, like the way that people just function. You know, every situation is different and everybody is different. Obviously, there's people who like move in and will feel like that's their house. But for me, it's just never felt like my home.
Yeah.
And I don't think it will at any point until we move out and have our own space. Will I have a home?
No, I mean, it's understandable because, again, you're moving into someone else's home. And as much as comfortable as you can be with that person, it still doesn't feel right to do things in a home that's not yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could get along with your in-laws and feel comfortable with them, but, like, still to, like, use their kitchen.
Yeah.
Or, like, even use the laundry room or whatever. It doesn't feel comfortable because it's, you know, it's not yours.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like if it were my house, I'd be, like... I don't really cook because, like, it's not my house and I don't feel comfortable, like, making an entire mess and figuring... Because I don't know how to cook. So, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable, like, making a mess while trying to learn how to cook. You know, like, I mean, obviously, I think it's just my own, like, oh, what if they're judging me? Or what if they want to do it? They tell me, oh, it should be done this way. Or, like, things like that, you know? So, it's kind of, like... Yeah, it's kind of just a... like uncomfortability of like being in somebody else's space and like when we and then like when we do cook, I feel the need to like clean up right away as opposed to like I know if I was in my own house we would after. Cook and then eat and then clean, you know. But like because it's not, I feel like I can't leave trash on the counter, I can't leave dishes in the sink and things like that. But yeah, I think I don't know, that sucks.
Yeah, it really does. But I mean, it sounds like she's in a better relationship now. Yeah. Which I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
And then the jealousy part, I get it, like what she means, you know. I can see how that happens.
Yeah.
But again, I don't have a boy, so I won't really know exactly how it feels until I'm in that moment. Yeah. But I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah. Because I also did, like, see this, this TikTok where it's basically she's saying the same thing, where she's saying like, because I think it's a TikTok where the mom is, I think like the mom said something where like it's her little boy and she's like, oh, kind of like saying she wants to be as close to him as possible, so that they never have to spend the holidays with her side of the family, like his wife's side of the family.
Yeah.
And it was like a stitch, right? So it was that clip, and then it was somebody stitching it, and the lady that like stitched it was like, you guys have to get rid of this mentality. Like, I think basically what I've said too, like the way I see it is like, we're supposed to raise our kids to have their own life separate from us. And she's like, obviously no one's gonna be like, you're gonna have high standards. You're gonna always have high standards for your kids' partners. She's like, and the way that I've told him is like, where I think you're gonna find the one is when you find somebody that you love more than me. She's like, and that's what I want for him. She's like, I want him to find somebody that he loves more than me. And I was like, I get that. Yeah. Like, I think that's what you want. And then I think she said something about like they don't, like, most people don't understand that like at a certain point, once your kids have their own family, that's priority over their extended family. Yeah. You know, the family that they make is their priority over the family that they came from. Yeah. Which I 100% agree with too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah.
Moving forward. So we got another one. It's a feedback. It says, I love your show. I love your friendship and hearing stories.
Aww. Thank you.
Another one. Feedback. I am not even done with today's episode, but I want to say I am surprised how much I am enjoying this segment. You four together sound like such a fun parent group. I'm laughing my butt off over here at work. I'm assuming this one has to do like with the one with our husbands. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised.
I think I was I was cracking up listening to them too.
Me too. I was like, I know I was there in the moment, but like going back and listening to it, it was freaking
especially like the one I didn't edit. You know, because we did two, so you edited one and I edited the other one. Yeah. And like the one I didn't edit for some reason was just so much funnier to me because I didn't go through like the whole episode, and then there's things that like were said that I guess maybe in the moment I didn't pick up, and then just like listening back to it was just like, I was literally like,
oh. I know, like for the one that you edit, I was listening to it and I'm like, oh my god, this really happened. And I didn't even notice.
That's so funny. Yeah, they are definitely,
there's something else.
Yeah. They turned out a lot better than I had expected to.
Yeah, me too. I was so worried that I was gonna get canceled because of Ricky. But thankfully he behaved.
And like, if anything, credit to Ricky because
he helped us a lot on the second.
He ended up basically running the second episode.
Well, the first one they were pretty distracted watching the soccer game. Yeah.
And then the
second one he came in clutch.
Yeah, he really did. He came through on that
one. Okay, one more feedback. I guess this is a suggestion. It says, hi, if you guys keep doing podcasts with your hubbies, which I think you should, LOL, can they talk about how they proposed?
Maybe for like, if we do in February, like a Valentine's Day one, we'll have them on. And then mine's the simplest thing ever, but we will have them. I think it'll be good to hear it from like their perspectives because of like what they were thinking and everything. So for sure we'll do that. Yeah. And we also got that same one on Instagram, so I don't know if it's the same person.
Oh, I don't know. But I mean, we'll be answering it.
Yeah. So we hear you, both of you, unless you're the same person.
Well, that was it for the forum that was shared while we were on break, which was good. I mean, I didn't think we were gonna get anything at all.
I know,
but we got some stuff.
That's so cool though, to like hear, or like people are actually like, oh, I'm listening from the beginning. Yeah, like, that's really cool.
Like, you guys are listening to our mistakes from early on.
Yeah, but it's also like reassurance that we're getting new people listening. Yes, you know, because I just assume like, oh, it's like their friends and family that started from the beginning. Mm-hmm. That like is what is getting us the like plays and stuff. But like if it's people literally wanting to go all the way back from the beginning, and I mean 20 we had what, 25 26 26
Really, 26?
I think so.
I thought it was 25. Did we end it on an even number? Well, you edited the last one, so you should have that one, no?
I don't know. How do I know what episode it is? Yeah, episode 26.
Oh, wow.
That's good. That would have bothered me. 27. But to like that's a long, like, it's not a ton, but it's still 26 episodes. Yeah. So basically, like, almost a little bit over 26 hours of your life that you're like seriously going back on.
Oh my god, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But like, that's cool, because I know that I have found podcasts that I like really like, that I've done that, mm-hmm. like gone back to the beginning. So mm-hmm. to like know people or a person who has been like, oh, this is cool, let me go all the way back to episode mm-hmm. 1. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully our content is good throughout. Yeah. Because what if they're like, oh, they're good in the beginning, and then they get towards the newer ones and they're like, nah.
Well, I don't know. I think it is, because I feel like we've even gotten, well, that was still kind of a little bit early on, but we've gotten people say like, oh, we can see the confidence mm-hmm. kind of build as you guys have been going. And I think we've only gotten more and more comfortable with like doing it.
Yeah, now we have to get comfortable with the video.
Yeah. we're figuring out the logistics. Are we supposed to stare at you guys? Like The Office, when they say something and then they look at the camera.
But yeah, I don't know, now I feel forced to look good. Like, do I need to dress more appropriate? Like, is this appropriate?
Is this appropriate? I know, no. I'm just like, if we figure the video out and like we do video from now on, am I gonna just
change like outfits because they're gonna...
No, but I'm saying like, because I'm obviously only going to gain more weight, and mm-hmm. like my belly's only gonna get bigger. Yeah. And like we're doing video now, so like, mm-hmm. am I just gonna see myself
like getting bigger?
Like actually getting bigger through each episode?
That'd be cool to see, though.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Yes. But also, no, yeah, I think it will. It'll be, yeah.
I'm sorry, Ricky texted me. He found chairs for us.
Chairs? Like, for separate ones?
Yeah. And then he also found a couch, but I can't open it.
Yeah, this is a temporary
setup.
Setup. It's a temporary setup.
This is just in the rush of things because I'm still in the process of organizing my home and furnishing every room.
Yeah.
So
And we also kind of just wanted to get back
to recording. So for today's episode, we don't have a regular topic like we usually do. We're gonna talk about documentaries.
Yeah.
I've been watching a few.
What have you been watching?
I've been watching on Hulu the Playboy one. Have you heard about it?
No.
No? Oh my god, it's so good. It's basically talking about what the Playmates went through at the Playboy mansion. But yeah, I forgot the name of it. I think it was called, I know it's Playboy something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look it up now that I have a laptop right here.
So professional.
I just want to look smart. I'm just kidding. Secrets of Playboy.
And does it interview like any of the actual people?
Yes, it interviews the girls, some of the girls that wanted to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
It interviews some of them. Like some of the girls that come forward, they'll share their story. And I guess you kind of would expect some of the things that happen to happen because it is, like pornography type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like some of the things that they were saying, I didn't know that Playboy had like clubs that men would have to buy like a membership card, or like anyone, even women, and they would go there to drink. It was just like a club to go drink and dance, I guess. I'm assuming. And I didn't know they had that, and they were explaining that at first they made it sound like really nice, that they would empower these girls and make them feel like they were powerful by putting them in this bunny suit and making them look pretty or making them feel pretty.
Yeah.
And then they would say like, Hef had these rules that they can't touch the girls.
Yeah.
So like in a way it made them feel protected. But whatever happened after they were off,
he's like, oh, it's not my problem.
Yeah. And then they were saying that they would encourage the girls to talk to like, I guess like what was it called? Like, it was like a higher membership type of thing, like celebrities. And they would be encouraged to talk to them and go home with them and party with them.
Oh gosh.
And then they were saying that a lot of things would happen when they would go out with them, and then there would be like this cleanup crew where they would clean up the girls like for whatever happened, or make sure that nothing got out to the media, because Hef didn't want anything
negative, like any bad press.
Yes, towards Playboy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that is so sad. And then they were saying that a lot of girls would get abused, and there wasn't like any consequences to the members that knew that did it. That they would just welcome them back into the club.
That's crazy.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
But I think it would be triggering for some people, because it does talk about a lot of abuse.
Yeah.
And, like, all types of abuse.
That's crazy.
The more you go into watching it, like I guess the deeper it goes into like the secrets of Playboy.
Yeah.
Like if it starts off like soft, like showing a little bit of abuse, and then like it goes into like harsher stuff, and it's like, ugh.
How many episodes is it? Or is it just one?
I think it's 12.
12? Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I should watch it. I'll probably watch it.
I was intrigued watching it because I didn't expect all of that to happen.
Yeah.
Like
because it's such like a big industry thing too.
Like I saw, like I think, what was it? The Girl Next Door, or what were they called? That reality show that they had.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't remember?
No,
it was a reality show with the newer girls, with what was her name? Holly, and then that other girl that ended up marrying a football player.
I know like literally nothing about the.
No, I only know them because they became very like popular with that reality show, and then they did their own reality shows after.
Oh.
But yeah, like I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just didn't know that all these things happened, especially towards like the end when he was getting older. But like I guess the older he got, the more disgusting he got. Yeah, and then
maybe because he felt like he could get away with more things. Yeah, he's like, I'm old.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so sad to hear the girls' stories. Like, there was one, and they were so pretty too. Like the girls were so young.
Yeah.
Like, one of the girls, I think her name was Sandra. Her name is Sandra. She was saying that she started being at the Playboy Mansion, I think at 18 or 19 years old.
And oh my god.
By then, she was already one of Hef's main girlfriends. And I think when she was there, which was like I want to say 70s? I don't remember. She was saying that during that time, he only had one main girlfriend, but he would have like a side girlfriend on days that she wasn't there, because during that time it wasn't like okay during those times. But then as generations went by, that's when he started having multiple girlfriends, and that's when we start seeing, like, I think it was like the early 2000s when he started having like all the same kind of looking girls as girlfriends.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I think that one girl went through like a whole bunch of stuff that I'm pretty sure other girls did too. But she was saying that she was basically forced to participate in an orgy, and that he would allow other men to do stuff to her while he would watch. And he would also, like, once he got a taste of something, like, it wasn't enough for him, like, he would have to take it to another level.
Oh gosh.
Like doing, I guess, more hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
And she was saying that for a long time she felt like she was stuck there and that she couldn't get out.
Well, I bet, especially like it's kind of young, you like, make all your money off of it, and like it was such a like a public thing, you know, that I feel like you feel stuck, because it's like, and then I'm pretty sure he might have had her sign like NDAs and like stuff like that. So it's like, it's someone like that, especially him, like can ruin your life afterwards. Like,
yeah. And then, oh my god, when you were saying about that stuff, the further you go into the episodes, I haven't finished it, but on some of the episodes, they think that some of the people that work for Playboy were, I guess, the people that had something to do with some of the girls' deaths. And like they would say it was like a suicide, or they would literally just kill them and like cover it up, or girls would become drug addicts and they would just throw them out and wouldn't take care of them.
They basically ruin them enough
to ruin their whole lives.
That's insane.
I know.
That's crazy. Oh my god. And then you don't think like it's that dark, because it's like, oh, they have a magazine and they have like,
and then they were saying that his goal was to, I guess, inform people, and he was trying to be like, I guess he was trying to use it as an excuse of it was like a feminist move, to empower women.
Yeah.
That they can do whatever they want with their body.
To kind of advocate or like glorify the sex industry.
Yes.
And like sex work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just all for his use.
Well, yeah.
And like he would just cover it up with the positive stuff.
Yeah.
But in reality, he was doing like these horrible things to these girls.
Oh, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead. Okay. I think that's why.
Right, it all came out. Yeah, probably why.
Because I'm pretty sure if he was still alive,
they'd be too scared.
They would be scared too. Forward. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, I can't. Like, yeah, because I feel like, yeah, if you go into it, you think, like, oh, this is the safest way to do this because it's such a public thing. It's like magazines and like movies and like it's like it's industry. It's you know, it's obviously like a sex part of the industry, but it's still part of like Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you know, although there's I think a lot of messed up stuff that goes down in Hollywood.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
In the industry and like the movies and all of that.
But like that's a lot crazy. Of people have come out, you know, like that stuff have happened to them because of that industry.
Yeah.
But I think the Playboy one was like much darker.
Yeah. Especially because I feel like they probably feel like, oh, these girls are doing this anyway. Like, maybe they find some type of justification because they're like, oh, well, they, you know, they're in this for a reason and like they're choosing to do like this type of sex work, so it's like maybe they like justify it to themselves like that.
Yeah.
But it's still like, if you're seeing it like that, then they're doing a job, and like there's limits to whether it's a job or not. Like there's limits, and you get to set those limits, and like if you're not respecting that, that's abuse.
Yeah.
Like that's horrible.
Yeah. I think you should really watch it.
I'll probably watch it.
It's really good. Like, I just felt so bad for a lot of the girls because some of them even said that they were signed on to these jobs, but they were basically pimping them out.
Yeah.
Because they were told, I think it was like a promotion type of thing. Like they would go, you know how some agencies like will hire models to model a car? They thought it was things like that.
Oh,
But some of the jobs were like that, but the other jobs, they were being sold to go on a date with these guys.
Yeah.
And one of the girls said that I think she was held captured by one of the guys, and he kept her for a good while, and he had drugged her and all this other stuff. It was so sad.
And then it's like sad because I feel like they can't even really go to like the police or
because they wouldn't believe them because they're like, oh, well, you signed up for it. You're in this industry.
Yeah.
Like you obviously wanted something like that because of the industry you're in.
Yes, they're not taken seriously at all. It's like, yeah, you're doing this by choice. Like, what did you expect? Kind of like they usually like blame it on them. Like, oh, well, if you wouldn't be selling yourself, like this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. And then there was another girl too doing the same job, the promotions thing. She said that she had gone to a hotel and she didn't have shampoo, so she went downstairs to ask I think the front desk or someone. And one of the guys she thought was nice because he was there doing a job too. He told her that he had extra and that he would take it to her room. And she gave him her room number. And that as soon as she opened the door, he like forced himself on her.
Of course.
And then that she told him that she was going to call the police and report it. And that he told her, who's going to believe you?
Yeah.
Like, you welcomed me into your room, and especially the type of job you're doing. I got so pissed off when she was saying that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just I don't know. Like, yeah, okay, that's the industries that she's in, but like that doesn't mean you have to be an evil person and take advantage of it. And they do, because like he said, like, who's gonna believe you? Like, the cops won't take her seriously.
especially because of the type of work she's done.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, me and my sister. I started watching it on my own, and then my sister stayed to sleep over, and we were both watching it together. Yeah.
I'll probably watch it. I haven't watched. I think the only two recently that I watched the Selena Gomez one.
Oh, the one on Apple?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I watched that one. It was good. I feel like it was a lot about her, like, mental health and stuff like that, and then about, like, when she was, like, diagnosed with lupus, and then how bad her, like, depression and anxiety got, and she ended up taking, like, time off and stuff. It was good. I felt like the funny thing is that I feel like what's her name Justin Bieber's wife,
yes,
Haley, that she did the whole interview, the podcast interview, on that podcast. Call Her Daddy. And then I think it was funny because people were saying that she probably did it to, like, try and address things before the documentary came out. And, like, in the Selena Gomez documentary, like, she doesn't even
talk about Justin Bieber
at all.
Oh,
like,
really?
I think it's just like headlines and stuff, but as far as, like, her saying anything, I think the only thing that she says about it, and she doesn't even mention him by name, I don't think. I think she only says, like, it was, like, one of the hardest things she's ever been through, but she's glad that it happened. Like, she's glad that she went through that breakup in order to, like, move on and, like, better herself. I think. But there's a ton of people, like, talking about her, like, best friend in it, because, like, there's this clip where, like, I think Selena's saying that she doesn't want to go to some party because she just wants to, like, rest or something, because she's doing, I think, like, she was doing a ton of, like, I think, like, press or something, and then her, like, best friend says something, and then she's like, are you trying to say that I'm, like, complaining about my job? And that her best friend's like, yeah, I think you are complaining about your job. And she's like, I'm just saying, like, I'm tired and I'd rather not go to some party and just, like, go home and rest. And, like, there's just a ton of people, like, saying, like, she seems like a shady person and this and that.
I saw a TikTok that a lady was saying, like, oh, Selena Gomez, watch out from this girl. She's not a real friend. Like, she's just using you. But I didn't understand it because I haven't watched it.
Because there's just, like, moments that, like, I don't know, the way, there's just, like, moments that, like, are, like, showed where, like, the chick does seem like she's, like, being kind of, like, she's, like, backhandedly, like, being rude towards her, like, in some ways. And then there's this whole thing, too, with it where, like, because Selena Gomez never mentions, what's her name? Francesca?
The girl that did the transplant.
Yeah, the one that gave her a kidney?
Yes.
I think gave her a kidney, because she doesn't mention her at all. And, like, I think people were saying, like, oh, like, and then people were, like, asking, like, why she wasn't mentioned. And then Selena, I think, tweeted saying something like, not everybody that was once in my life is still in my life. And then people were like, she's not just somebody, like, she gave you, she's like a donor, like, she gave you a kidney to help you survive. And then I think she was trying to say, like, well, like, it wasn't about that, but it's like, no, but you do mention your, like, your lupus in it. So, like, why wouldn't you even just, like, mention her? And, like, because they even did, like, a whole interview right after it, and how, like, they were best friends and this and that. And
well, I saw a video where the girl that gave her the kidney, she was saying that Selena had called her and told her that they were a match. And she was confused as to, like, how do you know that we're a match.
Instead of them calling her directly,
and that she was kind of bummed out about the whole situation because at the end I think it affected her negatively, and Selena just radiated from all that.
Yeah, especially because they say that the recovery for the donor is a lot longer and a lot more serious than the recovery for the person getting donated, because as a donor you're losing something, but as the person that's getting it donated, you're gaining something that your body needs. So she was just like, her recovery was just like way worse. And then I think the reason that like they're not friends anymore is because after the transplant and everything, I think that's when like Selena Gomez kind of went a little bit off the rails, and she was like drinking and partying.
Oh, really?
And she was just like, I gave you a kidney and like to save your life, and you're out like drinking and partying. But I think it's all that was like right before she got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Yeah, so I don't know if she was trying to make it seem like, oh, I did what I did because I was bipolar, but also like, I don't know, you should have still taken good care of yourself. Like even if you don't want to mention her by name, like you could have said like, oh, I'm grateful for getting a kidney donated to me. And then I think because she says that like the only like actual true friend she has in the industry is Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, that's when the whole conversation started.
Yeah, because that's what she said, that the only person in the industry that is a true friend to her is Taylor Swift. But the chick, she's like an actress, so she's in the industry. Yeah. And
then I think people were commenting it like, oh, why didn't you mention her?
Yeah.
And then she said, well, I'm sorry, I can't tag everyone, or something like that.
Yeah, that's when that whole thing went down. Yeah, so I mean, I felt kind of bad like watching it, because like you do see her like break down and stuff and like kind of deal with that. And then she like, I think she like apologizes to like her, I want to say like her mom or something, because she like, before she like went through her whole diagnosis and stuff, like she admits that she was like horrible to them. And then she's just like, she kind of like backtracks and says that she's sorry and like stuff like that. And it makes you feel a little bad, because like all the paparazzi and all of that, and then having to be so public with it, and then like the anxiety that comes along with that. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I feel kind of bad for her. But then also like I understand like the other chick's point of view of like, and kudos to her for like not even really coming out ever to say anything negative about it.
She was a mature person. And she wasn't like other people that are always bashing them right away. I don't know, I think to be a celebrity, I think you have to have thick skin. And have like I guess a good foundation of who you are.
I think that's what it is.
And then like having like good people with good intentions to like support you and guide you through everything. Because if you have like these shitty friends that are just taking advantage of you, obviously you're gonna end up in a bad place. Or you're gonna end up mentally sick.
I don't know. And then I haven't finished it, but the what's her name? Meg Ryan? No, Markle. Meghan Markle.
Who's that?
And Prince Harry. Meghan Markle. I think she's like she was like an actress or something. But I watched that one, and it's kind of basically like it goes through like when they met, and like kind of after that, and how like what she basically went through as far as like, because I think a lot of it was like they were being like racist towards her and like stuff like that, and like why they decided to step away from like the royal family and stuff, and how like he basically got cut off from like everything. And I felt bad because I feel like, I don't know how, like it makes you feel bad for her kind of, but also like you should have known what you were getting into. Like, you're dating a prince. Like, you're dating somebody in the royal family. Yeah. And then the whole, like, I don't know, it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't seem as, like, genuine. Like, it doesn't seem genuine. Like, it seems like they're doing it for attention, which is weird because the whole reason that they said that they stepped away from everything was because of the paparazzi and because of all the stuff that was coming out about her and, like, all this. But then you step away because you don't want to be part of that. But then you make a documentary and talk about everything. And then I think he's even coming out with a book now. Yeah, he's going to come out with a book now. And then, I don't know. I feel bad because I think it just seems very, like, she contradicted everything. Because for him, he's like, oh, in the beginning, like, I was just so grateful that I had found somebody that was willing to, like, stick by me through all the craziness that it is to be in the royal family. And then they ended up stepping away because she basically couldn't handle it. But it's like, what do you expect? Like, this isn't a normal family. Like, this isn't even just, like, a celebrity family. Like, this is the freaking royal family. Yeah. And, like, yeah, but they were just saying how, like, she did, like, they're basing it all on, like, oh, she faced a lot of, like, racism and, like, the press was just really, really bad. And how, like, she's saying that it basically ruined her relationship with her dad. But, like, because her dad...
say that she already had a bad relationship.
That's what I'm just, like... for you to have such a good relationship for your dad... And for him to so easily start, like, selling shit to the press, if you really actually had a good relationship with your dad,
that wouldn't have happened.
He wouldn't have never done that. Yeah. For money? Yeah. Like, I don't think, And, like, that's what threw me off, is, like, her saying, like, oh, I basically lost my relationship with him because of all of this. And it's like, I don't know how close you were if he was so ready to, like...
to sell all this stuff.
Yeah. To, like, stage photos and, like, leak everything to the press. Like, that's just weird. Yeah. And then, I don't know, I feel bad because I think for him, it seemed like he... it seems like he based... a lot of it, like, he saw her so much like his mom, because his mom went through the same thing with the press and everything, and then her and the dad ended up getting divorced, and then I think she died because the paparazzi or something was, like, chasing her, and she got into a car accident. Yeah. So I think he says it a lot, where, like, he's like, oh, she just reminded me so much of my mom, and this and that, and, like, I think it was his way of, like, making up for that. Like, I feel like he saw her kind of going through what his mom went through, and kind of he didn't want the same result, like, yeah, he didn't want it to get to that point. So, like, but for him to leave everything, like, that just sounds like, I don't know,
like, am I willing to leave all that money behind?
The money, and then your family, and, like, you're literally cut off from everything. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't finished it, so I don't know, but I was just hearing so much on, like, TikTok where, like, people were saying, like, she seems like she's really trying to play the victim, but it's not coming off like that. Like, it's coming off so, like, ingenuine and, like...
Like, she's complaining?
Yeah, like, a lot. And then it's, like, if you really just wanted to distance yourself and you guys wanted peace, like, why...
do all these other things to bring more attention to it,
and, like, continuously bring attention to it, because they did, I think, the interview with, like, Oprah or whatever. Okay, you did that, you said your piece, but then you come out with a whole documentary, and then not only that, but, like, now you're coming out with a book.
What's next? A reality show?
Yeah. But I'm assuming they, like, they have to be doing a lot of it for the money. Yeah. Because if he's cut off and, like, I don't think she's working. Like, they need the money.
I'm pretty sure that's why. I don't know.
But it seemed like a lot. I was just like, I want to finish it just because, like, there's things that people are saying too that, like, oh, she's talking about, like the fact that she has pictures from, like, these moments that were supposedly so, like candid. Like, how do you have pictures of, like, all these moments that you're, like, talking about? Like, it's such a coincidence that you have a picture for, like, every moment, like, that you say is, like... And then also, like, when she says, like, oh, like, she would always only wear, like, neutral toned colors. Like, she wore a lot of, like, brown and stuff like that because she didn't want to, like, bring attention to her, because I guess she couldn't ever, like, wear the same color as somebody from, like, the family. And she's like, and I kind of just wanted to, like, camouflage and be in the background. And then, like, the last times that they did, like, the press while they were, like, pulling out, I guess she started to wear color and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, wouldn't you want to go out the same way, like, quietly and, like, peacefully, and, like, not bring attention to it? Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like if you're, like, I don't know. They have customs and, like, they have their way of life. Like, you can't just come in and be like, oh, I'm not going to abide by it. It's like...
And it's like traditional things that have been going on for, like,
centuries. Decades. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. And then for me, it's like, you're not just, like, talking about or exposing a family. Like, you're trying to come after an entire monarchy, basically. It's like, what do you expect to happen out of this? Nothing's gonna happen out of this except more press. Like, that's it. Yeah. She's kicking me. Yeah. She's like, Mom, be quiet. Just like, I'm hungry now. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've watched. I want to finish it though.
Dang, it sounds really good.
Yeah,
Is this on Netflix?
Yeah, that one's on Netflix. Okay. Yeah, it's not that many episodes. I want to say it's like 8.
10? Oh, that's not bad.
8 or 10.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but they do use a lot. Like, he talks about a lot about his mom and, like, stuff like that, which, like, that is sad. Like, the fact that he says that, like when his mom died, like, he couldn't, like, for all the, like, I think for the funeral and stuff like that, he's like, we couldn't show any emotion. He's like, so it was a lot of, like, not showing emotion and, like, kind of, not being able to, like, really express how they felt about the whole thing and stuff like that. I was like, oh, it makes me feel bad for him. Yeah. Yeah, not so much
for her.
Because, I don't know. It makes me feel not so bad for her. But I haven't finished it, so maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. I'm talking all this shit and not even know.
You're like, I have my conclusion that she's the bad one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have pizza waiting.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Very hungry.
I guess we'll share oopsie now. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so first we're gonna share
a listener oopsie.
Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna share oopsie of the day. Of the week.
A week.
It's been a while.
We're rusty.
Okay, so this person said, this is not a big oopsie, but I am a nanny of 2 young kids, 4 and 2, and I forgot to give the 4-year-old medicine the other day. Taking care of 2 kids, it's hard. LOL. I imagine it's hard. Yeah. Taking care of 1 is hard. I can only imagine 2.
Oh, goodness. I'm scared to imagine 2.
Seriously. Do you have an oopsie?
We have a podcast oopsie.
I guess it's both our oopsie.
I mean, it's not like our fault per se. But we were recording for the first episode. The video.
We were recording video and audio.
Yeah. And at some point, your husband walks in and he's like, are you guys even recording? And we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, it's black.
The screen is black.
I guess you plugged it in. You thought you were charging it. And the phone died in the middle of
our first episode.
And we probably would have made it because it was like 40 minutes in. It recorded 40 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
20 more minutes. It just had to last like 15 more minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why there's no video for the first episode.
Yeah, but hopefully we figure this one out and there's a video for this one.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our oopsie of the week.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. If you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, we apologize.
It's our children.
It's our children. We have to have them here now.
Yeah. Before I would leave mine at home and then
I would kick my husband out with my child.
But now this is how it is.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I mean, it's cool funny. Because
it's realistic. Like, this is what happens.
Yeah, and now the girls can spend time together.
Yeah.
And our husbands.
So close.
Yeah, and our husbands can spend time together too.
Hopefully Leah shows Ollie how to share. Get her used to having another baby around. Yeah. Or another, like...
Little person.
Little person, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But... that's it for this episode.
Yes.
That's it for this episode.
Again, we were kind of like off topic-ish. I mean, we stuck to a topic.
Documentaries. If you guys have any suggestions on documentaries you should watch.
I love documentaries. Yeah. I love watching documentaries. That's what I go for.
I will be going on maternity leave in like the middle of April. And I'm hoping...
So you need shows to watch.
Yeah, so I need stuff to watch.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm pretty sure once the baby gets here, I'll have a lot of late nights too. So, documentary or show recommendations too. Whatever.
I haven't been watching anything. So.
I started watching Modern Family from the beginning.
It's so funny. It's so hilarious.
So
I love it. I haven't finished it, but where I'm at, it's been.
I'm already on like season 6.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what season I'm on, but I'm like towards there in the middle.
Yeah, because I only ever watched like random episodes on like when it was on TV. I've never seen it like from beginning to end, and I was just like, you know what? I don't have anything to. I had restarted Friends for like the 15th time.
Oh my god!
And I was just like, let me try. I think I saw a clip of like a blooper of the Modern Family one on like TikTok or something, and I was just like, I want to watch this. And I started watching it, so I'm in season 6.
Oh,
so that's what I've been watching right now. Is Modern Family.
I haven't been keeping up with it, but that's what I would watch when I was on maternity leave with Leah.
Oh, funny.
So I was watching it for a good while.
Yeah.
But I haven't kept up with it ever since having Leah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I get 15
because it like ended recently, right? Like not too long ago.
Like a year, 2 years ago. Yeah.
It hasn't been that long that it ended, so I was just like, now that it's over, and I don't have to keep up, I'll watch it because I know
keeping up with like new episodes.
Yeah, I was like stuck on Grey's Anatomy, but they're on like their freaking like 20th season or something, and I'm just like, I can't. No, enough doctors. I need something just like funny and like not dramatic.
Yeah.
So, but if you guys have show recommendations or documentary recommendations,
let us know in our forum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to pee again.
Okay, well, this is it for this week's episode. We hope you guys liked it. Again, our forum is available.
Instagram is available.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.